everyone. Welcome to Shades Tube and happy Friday night. And of course, this is another late night live because I just got home. So if hopefully some people come in, but if they don't, once again, you guys can watch the replay when the video is posted. I hope you guys had a great Friday, and I hope your week went well. I was about to say something else. Every time I get on camera, yeah, I start tripping. Um, like I was saying, I hope your Friday went good, and I hope your week went well also, and I hope your weekend be pretty good as well. Um, I just got home not too long ago, had to straighten up, of course, and do some things before I got online because I've been here like since like 8 o'clock. It's 9:10 here on the West Coast. All right, so yeah, it's still early here. It's late on the East Coast, so like I said, if people don't come in and watch, then I know why. Otherwise, I'm still going to do this live because I definitely got to use the StreamYard stuff, before it expires because it definitely doesn't roll over. All right, guys. So yeah, don't forget to thumbs up, to comment, to subscribe. Also, welcome to all my new subbies, and thank you to all my subbies that's been with me from day one. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Okay. All right. So y'all saw my title. So tonight we're going to discuss this. Okay, because this is a trip. Okay, this is really a trip. This information that I found today regarding that subject that I just said on my little thing. I can't ever remember what that's called, but yeah. Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if anybody's to come through so they can hear this, and then we're going to go ahead and start. Y'all, I'm kind of tired because I last night I went to bed like always late, but then I woke up this morning like at 6 something, and then when I woke up, I had so much on my mind, I ended up staying up, and so I'm kind of tired because I don't take naps. If you didn't know, I don't take naps, never have, and stuff. I usually just try to get a good night's sleep, and then just be up all day and do what I need to do, and then go to bed at a reasonable time. So I'm still kind of tired. Well, not really tired like that, but just like more like sleepy and everything. But I doubt I'll go to sleep early, because I never did. Let me see. Where is this article at? And I do have I think I have an update on something. I believe I do. I have to make sure. So I got some interesting news articles I want to read to you. But before we do that, I want to talk about that subject that I put up there where I said, do you want to live forever? Do you want to live forever? Because now scientists have provided a solution for humans to achieve living forever. Okay, so I'm gonna read this article to you guys. Okay, and then we're gonna discuss it. At least I'm going to discuss it. So anyway, the article says it's from an article that I pulled up in the Science magazine. Okay, it says scientists have provided a solution for humans to achieve immortality and come back from the dead. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm not joking. This is real. All right. This is from Newsbreak. Anita, I cannot pronounce her last name, but anyway, she's the contributor. And let me read you guys the article, okay? A Dyson sphere is a mega structure that has not yet been built. Scientists conceive of it as a giant shell that encloses the sun. All right, y'all hear me? Let me turn this music down a little bit. Okay. Hypothetically, the Dyson sphere would be lined with mirrors and solar panels that will collect the energy from the sun. This would be in an unimaginable amount of energy. Okay, y'all. In theory, the Dyson sphere would be large enough that it could be a place for humans to live, and it would act as an artificial biosphere in the case that Earth's supplies have dwindled. It would be a way to ensure survival for the human race. Practically, the Dyson sphere would be almost impossible to create as it goes against the laws of physics. However, A modified version of the Dyson sphere called the Dyson Swarm would be possible. In the Dyson Swarm, thousands of small mirrors or solar panels would orbit the sun like bees buzzing around a hive. The mirrors would then collect the sun's energy. The Dyson Swarm could theoretically be built using robots. Here we go with those robots again. An article in Popular Mechanics explains how a Dyson sphere could potentially bring back humans to life from the dead. Y'all, these people are nuts, okay? They are absolutely nuts, okay? In the process, the Dyson sphere will work in combination with artificial intelligence, y'all. It's coming true, AI. The highly advanced AI will collect historical and personal data. There y'all go. About a human being. So they could make a digital copy of the human. This copy of the human will be brought back to life biologically because the AI, we know artificial intelligence, will use the human's DNA to build a clone. The human copy will live in a reality that is simulated. Y'all, these people are going absolutely nuts. They're getting just too smart. Okay, when it is time for the digital copy of the human to die again, they will be transported to a simulated afterlife. The process could then be repeated again, so the human is reborn each time. So every time the human dies, they would do that process over again to make that person come back to life. Well, while this is not mainstream science and may be in the realm of real weird science, there are a few scientists who are taking a serious look at the concept of immorality using a Dyson sphere and artificial intelligence. Y'all, these people are absolutely nuts. They are really trying to play God for real. Okay, so when they bring people back to life through this little thing that they just said, what makes them think that the person will actually be the same? Because I don't know if anybody out there believes in God and people having a spirit or anything. Okay, so if they bring these people back to life, how would they put the spirit or soul back into them? How do they figure that the person would be actually themselves if they don't have a soul or anything? That's weird. How do they think this is absolutely going to work? Because even when you watch scary movies, right? What was it, Pet Cemetery or something like that? When they brought back those animals and then later on in other ones, I think his wife or something, I can't remember, those people were not the same. Just like any other movie like that. So in reality, this might sound like something that might can be done, but I just don't really see this being really all that successful. I don't think that person would be the person they were before. Okay, point blank. And then the artificial intelligence, I mean, come on now. It's a lot of it's just crazy. I mean, we're not going to be able to live forever like we are now. Okay, point blank. Scientists are just doing too much and getting too just getting too smart for themselves. Okay, one person said, why would you want to live forever on this planet? I am just 57 and I'm looking forward to the other side. Somebody else said, me too. After 42 years, I'm ready to bounce. Somebody else said, me too. Then somebody said, who would want to live forever the way this country is now? I believe in God and things will go God's way. He created humans and he can take humans out. Somebody said, we are very close to the end. I started reading everything I could on this subject because I was so drawn to it during the 2020 lockdown. Trying to understand the new vibes. It's fixing to get interested as we enter Revelations, trials, and tribulations part. Except remember, every generation has thought theirs would be the last one. Look it up. Somebody said, what if it do now? We just don't remember it. But deja vu happens. Ever wonder how you can do something and never did it that you remember? That is true. What if when we cry, when we are born, we just remember everything in our past life? Okay. All righty. These people done lost their minds. Wait. Let me see. Okay, then somebody else said, once you understand eternity, you will know who God is, or should I say, you and your whole generation, including mine, is only a drop in a bucket. The Lord has no time, for he is the author of it. And that's true. Then let me see. I had read something in here that tripped me out. Let me see something. Okay, let me go ahead because they're talking about biblical stuff now. Let's see. I'm trying to go back to the other things. So somebody else said, listen, only God who created us can grant us immortality, I'm sorry, period. It's called believing in Jesus Christ, believing God's word, repenting, and having a relationship with Jesus that would admit you to membership in his church. Even Satan can't create life or grant us immortality. Only if you go to heaven do you receive your new perfect and immortal body. wait. Did these people always get to the race stuff? But I'm going to read this. This is funny. Somebody said, are you talking about white Jesus out of the King James Bible? Somebody else said, wait, the same dude. No. Somebody else said, sorry, Jesus was Jewish, not white. Why are you making racism out of your heavenly father? Then somebody else said, why are you so racist? Why bring race into it at all? Why are you so angry? Oh, I forgot. It's easier to play victim than it is to take responsibility. Grow up. These people be killing me in these comment sections. Wait, wait. Who are the Jews? And what if my father was racist, but you fail to acknowledge that part through false teachings of Jesus Christ? Okay. Then somebody had to quote something else. Second Kings 6, chapter 15 to 17 verse. Jesus was one of the Middle Eastern culture. He did deal with the racism as far as the color of your skin, eye concern or whatever. I don't know what this is right here. What she was trying to write right there. This is funny. Okay, then somebody say, and when you say Middle Eastern, you do mean African, right? What makes you think he didn't deal with racism? Did he not say he only came for the house of Israel? Do you even know who the house of Israel is? These people know they be arguing. Let's see. Okay, then somebody else. I personally don't believe in religion. Religion is man-made. I have a relationship with my Lord and Savior. Religious people were who crucified Jesus Christ, which was the Pharisees and the Romans and this other word. And he rose from death as he said he would. And all who accept our Lord and Savior will reign with our Savior for eternity. Okay. Okay, they arguing back and forth, y'all, in this comment section. So let me go ahead and read the rest of some of these other comments. Okay, here we go. Wait. Then somebody called the Arthur, the scientists dummies. Somebody said I would just like them to vacuum my floors. This is funny. Then they had to bring the politics in it. No, thank you. After liberals get done with this world, there will be nothing left to come back to. I'll take my chances with heaven. Okay, then somebody said the stupidity of the intelligence of man that would try to offer us immorality. No, shouldn't it be immortality? To live forever, to be enslaved forever to the powers that be upon this fallen world. May God lead us from this darkness to his glorious light. And may the evil of the powers that be and their mad scientists drill in darkness for eternity. Remember, the devil offered Jesus all that dwells on the earth if he would submit to evil. He did not. So now death has no dominion on Christ or on us. The fight between good and evil is before us. Repent and prepare. God's shift is here. Revelation 1 and Revelation 22. I am a vessel for the Lord. Okay, so that's what that person said. Cloning someone is not even remotely the same as bringing someone back from the dead. And I agree with that statement. I mean, you making clones and stuff. These people are not who they were. And also they don't have a soul or anything. So they still are not who they were. Let's see. What? Somebody said, what? They not God. Leave it alone. That's the same. Wait, they said, remember, these are the same people who believe in climate change. And then somebody said, let me see. Let's see. Somebody said this sounds like a lame version of the Matrix. I just came to laugh at the doomsday cultists around here. This is funny. Then somebody said they have found a way for you to keep paying taxes. Okay, then somebody said when you are dead, there is no coming back. You're either in heaven by believing in Jesus Christ or you're in hell. Only satanic people will with demons controlled by Satan and trying to mimic God, period. That's who's trying to, bring people back to life. Then, this is going to be the last little comment I'm going to read. These comments are a trip. The headline is incorrect. It is a clone that will live, not the person. Quote, this copy of the human will be brought back to life biologically because the artificial intelligence will use the human's DNA to build a clone. The human copy will live in a reality that is simulated. Okay, I mean, he got a point there. Then somebody said children. Children are the key and the only true way to immorality. The passing on of your genetic code, we live on forever through our children. They are part of us and we of them. I have a fascination with genetics for as long as I can remember. Somebody's saying some stupid stuff. Now, how can this article even sound like religious stuff? Okay, come on now. Somebody said it wouldn't matter anyway. The rich people would be the only people who could afford something like that. Then somebody said, nobody I know would have kept living in this shithole if they could have. Oh my God. Then somebody else said this article is science fiction, not science. Nobody has figured out any of those things they talk about. Okay. Somebody else, this is the way, but y'all, these people with these comments are tripping me out. Somebody said, gonna really suck to revive yourself in a tiny box stuck inside a concrete grave liner 6 feet underground. Enjoy eternity. These people are crazy. First of all, you're not going to know you in that box, okay, when you're dead. Somebody said when your time's up, it's up. Leave it alone. Then somebody said, goes to show you people don't read the Bible. I agree. Immortals will put the name to the test. What movie? Okay. Then somebody else says, so you want to bring someone back just so they can die again over and over again? Who decides when it's time to die again in the afterlife from your machine? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who decides? And also, exactly how many times can they do that? And every time they do that, how are they certain that the person will come back and be exactly the same as they were before they passed on? Again, they won't have a soul either. So, I mean, I just don't see this happening. And then building this thing and stuff, I don't see that either. Okay, it's just weird. Somebody said they can't even cure cancer or other diseases. So how can they do all this? They can't even find out about, what I'm talking about, CV. They can't even control that and find out exactly how it originated, where it came from and all this other stuff. How can they even do all this stuff they said in this article? They can't even stop people from catching simple things like a common cold or a ringworm or something like that. Okay, come on now. This is a trip, y'all. Somebody said, man, what the F? Somebody said, gosh, we need more. I mean, we need less humans on this planet, not more. Somebody said, okay, Antichrist, shaking my damn head. Somebody else said they can do that and can't find a cure for cancer. So they say. Somebody say, damn, stop it already. This is these people with these boy. Somebody say, laugh out loud. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Everyone would die and nothing would ever change that until this physical existence has run its course and God says so. Time's up. Only God can build a Dyson spear, but why should he? Somebody said that would look like me and might have my memories, but they wouldn't be me. That would be someone else. I agree. I agree. That's right. Okay. Wait. This is the final one I'm going to read. Cray non-believers will be signing up. Every beginning must have an ending. These people are crazy. Wait, they say they can't keep the electric on during a thunderstorm, but they want to do this. So how would this work? This is funny. And then somebody said, did they not watch The Walking Dead? Yep, I remember that movie too. Right. There's gonna be some zombies. This is tripped out, man. All right, y'all. That article was a hot ass mess, okay? And like I said, who would really want to live forever anyway? And then, they making clones of you continuously. That clone is not going to be you. Okay, point blank. It may remember some things and all that, just like robots and stuff like that, but it's not going to be you because it's going to be missing some key elements. Okay. And one of them is the soul, the spirit. It's going to be missing that. So therefore that clone will not be you, point blank. And plus, why would anybody want to live, like people have said, forever? Okay. And then those clones. So I guess those clones, another question. So those clones are going to just stay a certain age forever. They're going to just stay a certain age. They're not going to age or anything else, right? They're not going to get sick or anything. Yeah, I don't believe they can ever make that, y'all. I just don't believe they will ever to be able to make that successfully. Okay, I just don't believe it. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they have tried many times and just cannot do it. Like a lot of people say, they can't even find cures to certain disease or illnesses or anything. They can't even find cures for just the most common stuff, like a dang on ringworm. They can't find a cure to that, so people won't get those anymore. Or even a common cold. Yeah, it's a bunch of viruses, but since they so daggone smart, they should be able to make a cure to it. They try to bring humans back to live, clone them so they can live forever and give them our DNA and all this other stuff so they can, appear to be us. But in reality, they really won't be us. Okay, point blank. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like some of those movies we have watched where they clone people and it ends up being like a horror story or something else awful happens. So for me, y'all, I say, let everything happen as it's happening. You know what I'm saying? When it's your time to go, you're going to go. Just be praying and hoping and trying to take care of yourself to live as long as you can. And if you get a chance to live past 70, you should be saying thank you. Even if you don't, you should still be saying thank you. And if you do live past 70, you are definitely blessed. Okay, point blank. So all this artificial intelligence, making clones and stuff, it's a no for me. I mean, I just don't, I wouldn't even want to do it. When I die, I just die, point blank. Until, everything takes place, because you're not, when everything takes place, I'm not going to do no religious stuff on here, but when everything takes place, if you believe in that, then you're not going to really be dead like that anyway forever. So point blank, no artificial intelligence clones for me. All right. So now, guys, what do you think about that? Would you want to live forever? Would you want to have a clone of yourself, and so you can continue to live forever and ever and ever and ever? And can those clones have babies? Can the clones reproduce? Can the clones feel love and pain and all the other stuff that we experience? So it's a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And will the clones be healthy? Will they not age and get sick and things like that? There's a lot of questions you need to ask in regards to this. Now they talk about scientists finds a single precise factor in the body that indicates how long you will live. These science magazines are a hot mess, y'all. Okay, so let's read this real quick, and then I want to go ahead and read these news flashes because I don't have a long time tonight. Okay, we already been on here for 25 minutes. So scientists, this is from Newsbreak again, same writer. Okay, research from Western University has revealed a key principle about aging and how long a human being has to live, bearing any unnatural cost of death. Okay, so if they don't have any natural, I mean, no, not natural, any unnatural causes of death, then they can try to figure out how long a person can live. That's what they claim anyway. Y'all, don't forget, all of this is allegedly, and don't forget, everything in my videos protected by protected by the Copyright Act of 1976. Okay, everything in my video is used for educational, entertainment, um, discussing, instructional, commenting, and just basically talking purposes. Okay, so again, everything here is protected by the Copyright Fair Use Act, all right, of 1976. And of course, that will be listed down below, all right? And everything is allegedly, when I'm reading from these science magazines, all right, and searching articles that I, in opinions, are allegedly as well, okay? So let me go ahead and finish reading this. According to scientist Thomas Stoger of Northwestern University, the principle is really simple, and it is a single, concise phenomenon that determines lifespan. Okay, basically, the principle is that people with shorter genes are going to age faster. They will be more prone to disease and will thus die sooner. Okay, I wonder, is my genes short or not? On the flip side, those with longer genes are going to age slower and consequently live longer lives. Okay, well, maybe I got long genes because I am aging slower in everything. Hence, shorter genes, shorter life, and longer genes, longer life. That sounds tripped out, don't it? It don't even sound believable. The researchers use artificial intelligence again to analyze data from tissue samples of both humans and animals. They discovered that the length of the genes and the activity of the genes determine how a living being will age. Okay? A living being, human or animal, has both long and short genes, and both gene lengths are important. The length of the genes is determined by the number of nucleotides within it. When aging when aging happens, the genes will change their activity according to their length. Gene activity shift toward, shit. Y'all, these bloopers got to go. But anyway, gene activity moves toward short genes. This causes the gene activity in the cells to become unbalanced. In the best case scenario, there should be a balance in the activity of both long genes and short genes. However, when gene activity is tipped toward short genes, it is going to cause aging and incidences of disease. Wow. When humans are young, the cells are able to counter any imbalance in gene activity between short and long genes, but aging occurs. The cells may not be able to handle the imbalances. In an older person who lives a longer life, gene activity between long and short genes may be somewhat balanced. However, this is obviously not the case for everyone. But what I'm trying to figure out, I wonder what plays a role too, besides what they're saying in making it unbalanced, for some people. Thus, their genes are shorter or whatever the case is, and they die. Allegedly, they die sooner. I wonder what makes that, what contributes to that besides what they're talking about. Researchers are hoping that this new information may lead to therapies for stalling the negative effects of aging and disease. Okay. So let's see what people are saying about that. Somebody say, where can I buy long jeans? Jeans, okay, not the Gens. I want to be around long enough to see how much more the politicians can screw up our country. Somebody said you can buy it at Walmart. You don't want to buy it at Walmart because the shit is not gonna work long. You know what I'm saying? Because anything you buy at Walmart, it's not working after a certain length of time. Like 6 months, a year, it's not working. So if you go buy those long jeans from Walmart, you're gonna still be dying quick. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You better go buy it somewhere else. Not no Walmart. Maybe you got better chances buying it at Target. Okay. Somebody said a Democrat ran cities and state. It doesn't matter how long your jeans are. You are short lived. These people are crazy. These things. So I can't even read this. These people are sick, man. These people are crazy. Let's see. Somebody said never get old. It's all in the mind, as well as taking care of yourself. Okay, taking care of yourself and things like that. So, somebody said it's jeans. It's jeans. Genes, you idiot. Not the other jeans. Jeans. But you know what? The guy knew that they weren't talking about the other jeans. It was just, actually just a joke. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Okay. In conclusion, y'all, it's simple. If you got short jeans, your lifespan will decrease. It will be shorter. If you got long jeans, your lifespan will be longer. So that's why I like wearing those long jeans, y'all, because when you wear those long jeans, your life's going to be longer and your aging is going to be slower. And if you wear them short ass jeans like they like to wear out there, your lifespan is going to be shorter and you're going to age quicker. All right. So remember that. Okay. Remember that. And let's hope we'll see if they'll be able to do that. These people are stupid. They tell me their jeans are 32 length. I hope I live a long time. I know that's right. That's what I just said. Somebody said they can't even predict tomorrow's weather, yet alone, all this other stuff they try to predict. Oh my God, this is so crazy, man. Y'all, what y'all think about that? Do y'all got short jeans or long jeans? Jeans. Not the jeans you wear, but the Genes jeans. Are your jeans short or long? Because if your jeans are short, that means you're going to die quicker and you're going to age quicker. Okay. But if your jeans are long, you're going to live a long, long time and you're going to age long. So my jeans must be long. Okay. Because I'm aging slow. That's something to think about. Next article. People are nuts. Oh my God, man, these articles are a hot ass mess. All of those articles that I just read, those last two are from the science magazines, what they're researching and things like that, what they're trying to do. All right. And excuse any bloopers. Okay, y'all remember when I told y'all about the middle school students getting ill from the cannabis, the edible cannabis? Well, anyway, there's an update here. So let me read that to you guys real quick. All right. So the update is as this, okay? Let me wait. This is coming from, here they go. Let me take this off. These people with all this money. Wait. Okay, this is Moreno Valley. This is the City News Service of Moreno Valley, okay? Sheriff's Department is investigating how middle school students got cannabis-laced gummies. The 4 students fell ill about noon Wednesday at Sunnyman Middle School on Eucalyptus Avenue. And I know where that's at, in Moreno Valley. An investigation was underway today to ascertain how 4 students at a Moreno Valley Middle School obtained weed-laced snacks that caused them to become ill. This is an active investigation, and deputies are still investigating the incident to determine the origin of the substance and if any criminal acts were committed. Riverside County Sheriff Sergeant Jerry Branchville said. The 4 students fell ill about noon Wednesday at Sunnyman Middle School on Eucalyptus Avenue. Okay, let's see. 3 of the 4 victims were taken to a nearby Riverside University Medical Center by ambulance for further evaluation, while 1 boy declined to be transported, according to officials, because he probably used to being high. Okay. Branchville said the students are expected to make full recoveries. Okay, so they're investigating, y'all, that incident. A spokeswoman for the Moreno Valley Unified School District declined Wednesday to disclose any details regarding the circumstances behind the incident, saying only the juveniles did consume something. While marijuana is legal for adults to possess in California, it is still illegal for children to smoke or use marijuana, recreational. Um, okay? Frenchville said marijuana must be stored where children do not have access to it. Good and damn well, they probably bought that stuff. A similar incident happened in May at an elementary school in Paris, California, that is, where 5 children required medical attention after consuming marijuana packed snacks that a student had brought to the campus. Anyone with information about the most recent occurrence at Sunny Med Middle School was asked to contact the Sheriff's Moreno Valley Station at 951-486-6700. All right. So they're investigating that situation, and hopefully they'll find out what happened. But them kids probably, I don't know, maybe they bought some. They had to get it from somewhere, so can never tell with kids because they be doing the most. Somebody said, gotta calm the children down. No real options out on the market. Go to sleep, little Timmy. These people are crazy as heck. Somebody else said, I'm not surprised. These people are crazy, man, in this comment section. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next story, y'all. What y'all think about that? The kids at school eating edible. It was a middle school eating edible gummies laced with cannabis. What do you guys think they got that from? Okay, let's go ahead and read this. This is pretty fascinating right here. This harmless looking plant, y'all, named the suicide plant because it causes, it's comparable to electrocution in hot acid. Y'all, I want to show y'all this plant, okay? I remember somebody sending me an article like this, and they was telling me about the suicide plant along with some other plants, and just so happened it came up on my phone. So let me show it to y'all. So that's the suicide plant. That's what it looks like. Okay. Let me give me a sip of water, y'all, because my mouth is getting dry. It's getting dry, y'all. Wait. All right. So they said Discovery News has nicknamed one of the world's most dangerous plant the suicide plant. The suicide plant, I can't even pronounce this word. It is actually the Gympie. It is a harmless looking plant that is mainly found in the rainforest of Malaysia and Australia. Okay. However, looks can be deceiving with this plant, and it is certainly not harmless. Now, when you touch the plant, it produces a sting that is reported to feel like you have been electrocuted and burned with hot acid at the same time. Wow. The sting is extremely painful and lasts for a long time, y'all. The plant has a fine layer of poisonous needles that coats the entire plant. So let me look at this. Wait, let me look at this plant. Oh, I see them. Okay, I see those. Let's see. If you are stung, it is not easy to pluck out the needles. The only way to remove them is to painfully rip it out all at once, similar to the way waxing strips are used to remove hair. Also, if the needles happen to break off while stuck in your skin, the pain can last for years. Wow. According to Discovery, there are several instances of people who have come across the Gympie or suicide plant. In one antidote, In one antidote, a man used the leaves of the plant as toilet paper. He didn't know, y'all. The end result was that he could not bear the pain and he shot himself. For another man who touched the plant, the pain did not leave for 2 years. Even researchers studied the plant. No, even researchers studying the plant have been warned from going near it. While some of these stories may be exaggerated, at least one fatality has been reported in the literature. The Gympie remains one of the world's most venomous plants. Wow, that's tripped out, y'all. A plant that is so feels like electrocution and being, what did they say, stung by, no, electrocution, like being electrocuted and have a hot acid or something like that poured on you. That's what they say it feel like. That is a trip, man. Somebody said a guy on YouTube just brushed his hand on that plant in the name of science. The pain was so intense it had him puking. Okay. It's called, y'all can go check him out. It's called The Backyard Scientist, okay, on YouTube. Wow, I'm glad that plant is not here. Yeah, they got a lot of different things in the rainforest and in the jungle and in other places like that. But especially in that rainforest, they have a lot of dangerous plants and animals and stuff. So if you ever go to the rainforest, just be looking out for all that. Okay, I doubt you'll go to the rainforest, but just in case you do in one of those countries, just be looking out for all that stuff, before you go. Make sure you know what's what before you go. Okay. Yep. Let me see. Okay, wait a minute. What was this story? What? There are a lot of news happening. Let's see. So, okay, let me read this other news article that I have already. Okay, we read that one yesterday. Got that one. I don't want to read this one. Let's see. Okay, we already talked about this. Okay, we don't need to talk about that. Let's see. Okay, I can read this one. Y'all remember I was telling y'all, wait a minute, did I tell you guys about this story? Let me think. I thought I did in another news article. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll read it to you just in case I did. I don't remember. But I think I did because it happened in UK. 4 teenagers charged after 2 boys, 16, was fatally stabbed. Okay. A 4th teenager has been charged with murder after 2 16-year-old boys were found fatally stabbed a mile apart in southeast London. So even though they don't have guns, guns are illegal over there for regular people to have. Even some of the police over there don't carry guns, right? Only certain police do. Some people still get guns over there, though, y'all. But anyway, a lot of people like to use knives and things like that, to do crimes over there. Okay. Algie Blank, 18, is charged with murdering Charlie Blank, 16, in Sorrel Road, Abbey Wood, on 26th of November, and is set to appear in courts later. 3 other teenagers have already been charged with murdering Charlie and also 16-year-old Kern Blank. Kern was found on Titmus Avenue on the same day. That's sad. So yeah, wait a minute. Let's see what people are saying. They don't really go into strict detail. That's one thing about some of these foreign news papers and stuff. They don't go into much detail like they do with our news papers and stuff like that. So we already know that 3 other teenagers were already being charged with murder. Okay. And then they got what? Another teenager, a 4th teenager, who was charged with murder. They all stabbed they stabbed 2 16-year-old boys. That's a daggone shame. So they stabbed these 2 little boys right here. That's sad. I wonder why. Well, at least they caught them and they are going to court, and I'm pretty sure they're going to handle that situation over there. So this is a sad little story right here, y'all. Cops make grisly discovery after 2-year-old answers FaceTime instead of mom. Okay, this from the Daily Beast. Um, Concerned co-workers FaceTime Giovanni Jenkins when she didn't show for work on Wednesday morning. But it was Jenkins' 2-year-old son who picked up and appeared to be alone. This sent Jenkins' colleagues scrambling to her Chicago apartment, where they met with police to bust in and conduct a welfare check. Responding officers were met with a grisly scene. However, as both Jenkins, 27, and her father, 79-year-old Curtis Plank, had been shot dead. Dang. We came a little too late, Nicole Worth, a co-worker, told the Chicago Sun-Times. We saved the baby. That's all we could do. Cops said Jenkins' son was uninjured and obvious and oblivious to the horror, playing with toys while his mom co-workers were on FaceTime with him. Cops have not made an arrest in connection to the two deaths. Jenkins, a beloved medical assistant at Holy Cross Hospital in Chicago, loved being a mother. Her sister, Angela B., told the Sun-Times she was a beautiful individual. That's sad. Let me show y'all what she looked like. There are a lot of younger people getting killed, women especially, every single daggone day. And in this case right here, her father, I think, and her was shot down. That's sad. So y'all. But I'm glad they did not kill the baby. I'm glad about that. That was the lady right there. And then let me show you better other pictures. So that was her right there. The violence has got to stop, y'all. We got to stop. It has got to stop. So many young women are getting murdered every single daggone day, man. But I'm just so glad, like I said before, that they did not, kill her 2-year-old son. He didn't even know what was going on, so I'm glad about that as well. That he didn't know. He was playing with his toys and everything while he was doing FaceTime with the victim's colleagues. That's sad. Wait, let me see what they said about this. Wait. Somebody said, thanks to all who showed loving concern for the mom and saved the child. This is the way all humans should act. Blessings. I hope the child is in good care. Somebody else said, heartbreaking and sad. Child without his mother and grandfather now. Condolences and prayers to the family, especially for her son. Somebody else said, absolutely heartbreaking. And I'm sure it wasn't random. Just hope they find the individual soon, or the individual. Okay, that's sad. Yes, my condolences to the family and friends and everything. That's sad. Somebody said, thank God the toddler was not injured or killed. This is what we as adults should be doing when we may feel something is not quite right. And it just might possibly save a life or catch the individual responsible. I'm glad they thought about calling her and everything. And they did the FaceTime, and the baby, got on FaceTime, because clearly the baby probably seen his mom being on FaceTime. So I'm glad he was able to get on FaceTime, and then they did a welfare check and stuff. Because otherwise, if no one would have did a welfare check or anything, she would have been just laying in there, and the baby would have possibly ended up starving to death and dying as well. So I'm glad, that the co-workers did FaceTime, was checking on the mom. And then I'm glad that the baby, knew how to get on the phone and do FaceTime with them back. And that they, did a welfare check. That's good that they did all that, because they definitely saved the little boy's life. Again, my condolences to all victims who were injured in any of these articles that I have, or either, killed in any of these articles that I'm reading. All right. Okay, y'all. Y'all can leave y'all comments or whatever regarding that article if you like. That's sad. Okay. That's the same article I was just getting ready to read anyway. Yeah, that's the same one when I was saying that Tyler was found Alive. I think it's the same one. Yep, that's the same article. Now let me show y'all what I'm eating. Cause like always, I'm always eating when I'm on camera, and y'all gonna have to listen. Look what I'm eating, y'all. Alfredo. Y'all can barely see because this camera is a hot mess on this thing. I may have to use a different camera. Let's see. All right. So everybody probably sleep, y'all. So let me go ahead and read this next article. I've been on here 51 minutes. I'm only gonna do an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, then I'm let this live in. Let's see. So let me tell y'all about uterine cancer, okay? This is an article on that because I mean all women definitely needed to know the signs or whatever the case is, and you know what to look out for, okay? Because it has been on an increase. Okay, so this is for health stuff to know from Newsbreak. Okay, a doctor's insight. Okay, uterine cancer is on the rise, and the studies are showing that this cancer is going to become the third most common type of cancer among all women. The mortality rate, that means the amount of people who unfortunately will pass away from this, is highest for Black Americans or brown Americans, okay? You know, but okay. So once again, the idea of racial disparity, that means the uneven care that's provided because of your race, is self-evident. Racial disparity is so clear that it's actually scary. I need you to know uterine cancer rates aren't just going up for Black women. Their rates are also going up for Asian women and women of Mexican, Hispanic heritage. So some of the reasons as to why this is happening is because of the increased rates of obesity. And of course, we can't say this enough. Bad diets wreak havoc on our health. Lack of proper access to care for women of color is contributing to an increase in uterine cancer. All of these things contribute to poor women's health. The most common symptom for uterine cancer is heavy bleeding, especially if it's not your normal amount of bleeding, you know, when you're on your menses or whatever. Um, any type of irregular bleeding, it's time to go talk to the doctor. And that's it. Those are the only symptoms. Okay. Some of these articles, y'all, do not be complete. All right. Whoever wrote this sucks. Okay, let's see what some people are saying, y'all. Somebody said the reason why it's up is because women go to male doctors from time to time, and sometimes female doctors when they are having pelvic pain and pressure and they know something is not right. The doctors, however, think he knows better and dismisses his patients with, oh, it's just menopause or it's just being a woman. Months or years later, the woman gets cancer of the uterus. No surprise there. They are not listening to their patients. But the thing is, y'all, even if a doctor isn't listening to you, you can go to other doctors, okay? If you're having pain in your lower abdomen area, or you know, from your uterus or anywhere in that area, you should be going to the doctor. Okay. And also, if one doctor is not doing what you think they should be doing, you should try going to another one. Okay. Because you can feel sometimes when you know stuff is not right. You know, it's like, for example, like I'm going to the doctor and get a little checkup because either my bladder be hurt or either my uterus hurts. It's one of the two. And so I'm going to the doctor and get that checked out. So if you're having pain in your uterus or whatever the case is, you should be going to the doctor to get that checked out. And maybe if you also research some things yourself and find out about certain things and find out how your uterus function and the pains, and all that, and know about it. Maybe you have more to talk to the doctor about, and you can express everything a little bit more better to make the doctor fully understand that it's just not from menstrual pain or menopause or whatever else they may come up with, so they can actually check out your uterus. You know what I'm saying? Because if you let the doctor brush you off and say it's menstrual pain or because your menses is ending, menopause or stuff, they'll brush it off. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to really almost make these doctors check you out. Because if you don't, it's going to be you who will suffer from that, not them. And you can do all the lawsuits you want to, because you got to prove it. It's hard suing doctors. And even if you can prove it, it's still not going to help you health-wise. So therefore, like I said, anytime you have a pain anywhere, I think you should go to the doctor. If one doctor don't check you like you think he should or she should, go to another one. Go to 3 if you have to. You know what I'm saying? And then also, too, it's always a good idea to learn about your anatomy. And once you learn about your anatomy and stuff, and how things work, and about pain in those areas, when you go to the doctor, you can really explain it to them, and they can probably help you better. And then you would also know if they're doing what they need to do, in regards to like checking you or giving you certain x-rays or tests or whatever they need to do. This is like when I went to the doctor when my I don't know, yeah, my foot was fractured. They gave me a basic x-ray, right? Hold on for a second, y'all. They gave me a basic x-ray, right? And it didn't show the fracture. So I had them give me an MMR or something like that. What is it? MMI or MMR of my foot, and then they found the fracture. Now, if I was like some people, and I would have believed them from the X-ray, and just would have stopped there, I could have damaged my foot. You know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't have been the right. I would have damaged my foot, because I wouldn't have. They wouldn't have gave me the right tests and stuff like that. Because X-rays do not show everything all the time. It only shows certain things at times. Sometimes you need to go to get different type of X-rays, like the MMI or MMR. I forgot what you call that thing. In order to see certain, yeah, I'm about to fall asleep. In order to see certain conditions in your feet, okay, like certain fractures, things like that, or tears or whatever. Just like in my arm, they had to do a different type of X-ray to my arm to see why it was hurting and stuff. Because a regular X-ray just wouldn't show it. So just like if your uterus hurts, first of all, you need to learn where your uterus at, so you can know if it's your uterus or if it's your bladder or whatever. And then you can go to the doctor, and then you can tell them where you think the pain is coming from, and you can just talk to the doctor more in detail about it. And if you research the type of test they can do to find out if you have bladder cancer or anything else not bladder, having uterine cancer or anything else that's going on with your uterus that you need to test for, you can tell the doctor, or you can ask the doctor, can you get certain tests? I'm not even going to tell y'all what I be doing at times to make them test. I'm not even going to say it on camera, but yeah, you just got to know what to do. I'm telling you to get your things done, because they will brush stuff off. They really will. That's why I go to acupuncture now for my bladder, because my bladder used to hurt right for years, you know, like started when I was younger and stuff, and they could never find anything. But I'm gonna tell you what, I used to always go to the doctor to make sure, and more than one. Even went to a urologist and stuff and everything. And that's what I see right now, a urologist. And I decided to do the acupuncture for the bladder, and it works and it helps really well, and um, it's just better, for me than be doing all this other stuff that you can do for bladder pain or anything associated with um, any type of things you got going. It's certain issues you got with your bladder. You can use acupuncture. I don't really have no issues. My bladder just hurts at times, and so that's the reason why I do get acupuncture for my bladder. Okay, so yeah, we just got to basically learn about our bodies first. Okay, try to take care of ourselves, get all the tests, all the exams we need to get. When we go to the doctor, we're aching. We cannot just listen to one doctor if that doctor is not doing nothing. We may have to go to another doctor. You know what I'm saying? We just might have to do that, because a lot of people do catch uterine cancer, just like bladder cancer. You know, so it's all about finding out resources that you can use if you don't have insurance, and utilize these resources, because some states do have like clinics, that regular clinics, they just go by your income, what you make, and they do a what is that called, fee sliding scale or something like that, and it just be a lot cheaper, but you still get good care. So it's all up to you to just seek these places out, these doctors out, to ask questions, seek out different type of health plans that's more affordable, or get your state medical plan, because a lot of times you can get. I need to stop scratching this allergic reaction, but damn, let me just stop before I mess up, because it's healing and everything. But you can go to your state medical plan, like I said, because even if you work, if you don't make enough money, you can still get, the state Medicaid plan, whatever they call it in your state, to help pay for health care. Or you can join, other health programs, like in Texas. When I lived in Texas, different clinics had, I forgot what the name of that, like JPS. If anybody's from DFW, you know about JPS, right? And JPS went had they when you can use regular insurance there, and you can pay for your stuff, but they also had the little program where they go by your income and they charge you a certain amount, but you still receive pretty good, health care. So like a lot of states have these type of resources, you know what I'm saying? It's just people don't know about it, especially people of color, because some of them don't even ask questions to find out about these different programs. But it's not hard to find out about these programs, because you can call 211, you can call your health department to find these things out. I mean, they be having all types of programs for all types of things, especially when it comes to women health. Because, like, even in Georgia, like in Texas, and like here, they have programs where that's spinach. You can, they have like a women program where they give you pap smears and mammograms, and what is the other, pap smear, mammograms, and the women's well checkup and all that for free, or either very low cost. They even, here in the state of California, they even have a program. Not only can the women get it, if you don't have insurance for your kids, once a year you can go get their physicals, you can go get their eyes checked. They go to the dentist and do their teeth and everything. They have that in Texas too, in Atlanta, in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, and stuff. So it's really up to you to find out about the different programs they have if you can't afford insurance, and then you'll try to, get these services. And then you can use these services to get women's well checkups where they will check, your uterus. Because like when they do a pap smear, they're supposed to be checking and feeling your uterus and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And making sure it feel normal and things like that and everything. And if you're having pain, you can let them know because you're going to see an OBGYN. A GYN, you're going to see that person. So they do have resources. It's up to us to find out about these resources. They got them for pregnant women. Pregnant women in most states automatically get Medicaid if they can't afford to have their babies. I know they do that in Dallas, Fort Worth. They do it in Atlanta, Georgia, and they do it here, and they do it in Cleveland. Okay? And some states even have mental health, for small costs or free. Counseling services, all types of stuff. People, especially brown people, need to just find out these resources and investigate them, right? And then go get it. Just like Medicaid, they can get that too and still be working. You can even be married and get Medicaid if you're not making enough money. Okay. So there are plenty of things you can do to make sure you're taking care of yourself and your children. You just got to go out and find out about these different programs. You can get eyes checked, glasses. They may not be the glasses you want all the time, but if your butt can't see, you'll take those glasses until you can get more, better ones. Same thing with the teeth stuff. Some of these places offer free teeth cleaning and checkups and extractions and stuff like that for adults, and they may even do more things. You have to check all that out. And they definitely offer this for kids if you don't have no insurance. And I know that for sure that they do this. Okay, just like they give them their vaccinations, shots, all types of stuff. You just got to go out here and look, and find out about these services and take care of yourself. The main reason why people die from cancer a lot of times is because they don't catch it soon enough. They go to the doctor too late or they find out about it too late. They don't look at the warning signs they may have. They may brush it off as something else. We all do that. We brush off little pains at times as something else. You know what I'm saying? And then it could be something serious. Like I said, that's why I'm going to the doctor to check my bladder. I believe that's my bladder that hurts. I don't believe it's my uterus. I believe it's my bladder that's hurting. Or it could be my uterus. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know for sure. That's why I'm going to go to the doctor and get it checked out. The acupuncture is working good, though, because like I said, I don't have that other type of bladder pain that I used to have. But that doesn't mean that, because I did miss going to get my acupuncture for about 4 weeks. And so that's when I noticed that pain came back, so not as intense, but it did come back and stuff. And so I'm thinking that's probably the bladder pain that I was having. But I was checked before to make sure I didn't have bladder cancer. Okay. So like I said, you got to check to make sure that you don't have cancers. You can also do tests where they can check to see if you have a high risk of having certain cancers as well. And I think even if you have certain genes, or I think they can check that and stuff. But certainly if you having pains and stuff, if a doctor's not doing what they need to do, if they're not being as you think they should be, I think you should go get a second and third opinion. You have to keep yourself healthy. Okay? Let me go to my next article and then let's see what time it is. Let's see. I've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. Oh. Somebody is right here, though, before I leave from this article. Somebody said, has anyone thought that it could be from tampons and the things inside of them that are extremely hazardous? Not just tampons, but sanitary napkins, period, panty liners, all of that. I've had to stop wearing the ones that they have out. I had to go and get like the ones with all those chemicals in it and stuff like that, because I was actually allergic to all that stuff. I'm allergic to everything, y'all. It just developed all of a sudden. And I'm glad it developed later on and not earlier because it would have been horrible, you know. But, they do have sanitary products that don't have all that stuff inside of them. They cost a little bit more and you have to get used to it. But it's in the long run, it's worth it if you can, use those and everything. But yeah, you do definitely got to be careful with the regular tampons, the sanitary packs, because they do have a lot of chemicals like chlorine and some in it, and a lot of other stuff. And you can be alerted to it, and no telling what it can be doing to the inside of your body, especially those tampons, because they're going right up there. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got to be careful with all that type of stuff, even with panty liners and everything. That's why I use the panty liners with no chemicals and stuff in them and stuff like that. Like I said, it may cost a little bit more, but in the long run, it's just worth it. Oh, this lady said she was diagnosed with uterine cancer in 2011. A1 chemo radiation, 3 surgeries doing chemo. In the beginning, the doctor told me that if I had chemo and radiation, I was a cure. And she said she's been cancer free for 9 years. That's good. Oh, somebody said their daughter died from uterine cancer in 2011 at age 43. She was having bleeding between her periods. She was given different birth control pills over the course of a year. She finally went to a different doctor who diagnosed her with uterine cancer. For 2 years, she had surgeries, radiation, and chemo. She fought hard but lost her battle. If your doctor doesn't listen to you, find one who will. And that's what I say. And my condolences to her daughter, and, not to her daughter, but to her and her family for her daughter's for the loss of her daughter. That's sad. Mm-mm. And my condolences to anyone else that might have anyone who have a family member that might have succumbed to uterine cancer or any other type of cancer or any other disease or illness. That is sad. 43 years old, y'all. That's why it's very important to make these doctors do what you pay them to do. Even if you don't pay them, they still get paid. You still have them do what they need to do. Stop being scared to tell your doctor what's up. Yeah, obesity definitely plays a role in that. Mm. Somebody always got to be stupid in the article to like get a job. There you go, you got health insurance. That's not true. Some jobs don't offer adequate health insurance, and some don't offer it at all. So this lady is crazy as heck. You got to have good health care, and you can also be able to afford health care as well. You always get one idiot in the comment section, one or two. And I definitely believe those feminine hygiene products and pills and tampons and napkins, the pads and all that stuff. I really do believe that plays a role in a lot of different things. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I had to switch stuff because I'm not gonna be dealing with all that. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that too much longer. So hey, but I'm always wear panty liners. But like I say, I wear the ones that don't have all them chemicals at all in it. You know. Let's see. All right, let me move on to the next article because I'm just reading all these comments, y'all. I'm being very bored and boring. Let me see. I'm not even going to read that. I'm surprised it's not all over the internet about the wife of an NFL player who sent a brutal message to that to what's her name? The Griner basketball player. Can't never remember her first name. Okay, let's see. I think that's gonna be it with these articles. I have more, but I think that's gonna be it. Because it's getting late, y'all, and I'm even more tired than I was before. Let's see if I want to read this. Let me tell you one more last article, because you might need to hear this. They're telling you why you should blur your home on Google Maps. Okay, today. Okay, don't be waiting to do it. Do it right today if you can. All right. One thing about it, I'll tell you one thing: people can find you through Google Maps. Let's see. So Google Maps Street View. You know you can put any address into that, right? And look at a recent image of what's there. Whether it's a business or a residential area, you can see it. Okay. And while it's useful for knowing what a building looks like when you're getting directions there, it makes it easier for stalkers or criminals to plan their way inside of your home. Damn, they got a free ticket to examine your home online. They can look for any cameras and find a possible window to pry in through. Anyone can do this in person, but Google Maps makes it easier because you can spy on someone's home from the comforts of your phone or computer. Fortunately, there is an easy way to blur your home on Google Maps and help prevent others from seeing too many details of where you live. This is how you do it. Let's see. So you got to do this on your computer, y'all, because the blurring feature isn't available in the Google Maps application or on iOS or Android. But it is accessible through the web browser on your mobile device, but it's very hard to use. So they say use a trusted web browser or Mac or PC instead. At mapsgoogle.com, enter your home address in the search bar at the top right, hit return. Let me read this again. These people be writing crazy. At maps.google.com, you're going to enter your home address in the search bar at the top right. Then once you hit that in the search bar at the top right, you're going to hit the return. Then click the photo of your home that appears. Next, you will see the street view of your location. Click report a problem at the bottom right. The text is super tiny, but it's there. Then it's up to you to choose what you want Google to blur. Using your mouse, adjust the view of the image so that your home is anything else you want to blur. Wait a minute, adjust the view of the image so that your home and anything else you want to blur is all contained within the red and black box. Use your cursor to move around and the plus and minus buttons to zoom in and out. Once you're finished adjusting the image, choose what you're requesting to blur underneath: a face, your home, your car, your license plate, a different object. You'll be asked to give a bit more details to what exactly you want to blur, in case the image is busy with several cars, people, and other objects. Also, be completely sure that what you select is exactly what you want to blur. Google mentions that once you blur something on Street View, it's blurred permanently. Finally, finally, enter your email. This is required. Verify the CAPTCHA if needed, and click submit. You should then receive an email from Google that says it will review your report and get back to you once the request is either denied or approved. You may receive more emails from Google asking for more information regarding your request. Google doesn't offer any information on how long your request would take to process, so just keep an eye out for any further emails. So, y'all, if you want to blur out your home or anything else on your street, by your home, That's the way you need to do it. Okay? So I may take the time and put this in the chat. I may. It's a lot. Or you can go to, let me show y'all this article, and it'll tell you exactly yourself what you can do. I'll show y'all on here so y'all can do it. Let me turn my camera on so y'all can see. So that's the article, y'all. Okay. So you can go to that article by typing it in on Google and stuff, and it should pull that right up, and then you can find out. You can read for yourself how you would blur out your home so nobody can see your address or your house, your car license plate number, or even your car. You can blur all that out. I was wondering how people blurred that out before. So that's what they do. I'm gonna screenshot this so I can keep this. So when I move, I can blur out my home. Mm-hmm. So remember, you go to maps at maps.google.com. You're going to enter your address, your home address, in the search bar at the right top. And then you're going to hit return. Then click the photo of your home that appears. Then you're going to see the street view of your location. You're going to click report a problem. And then you're going to choose what you want Google to blur. You're going to use your mouse, adjust the view of the image so that your home and anything else you want to blur is all contained within the red and black box. Then you're going to use your cursor to move around and the plus and minus button to zoom in and out. Okay? Once you finish adjusting the image, you're going to choose what you're requesting to blur underneath. And then you're going to be asked to give more details, exactly what you want to be blurred. Then you're going to let them know. And then you're going to enter your email, verify the CAPTCHA, and then click submit. And then Google will look at the email and deny or approve your request, and then send your email regarding it. And that's it. And that's the way you blur out your house or whatever on Google Maps, okay? All right, guys, we've been on here 1 hour and 23 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, excuse any bloopers because I'm definitely tired. Next Friday, I'll try to do an earlier live so we can do something fun and talk about some fun things and maybe open the panel up. I didn't get a chance to do it this weekend because I've been extremely busy. Got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do. Got a bunch of stuff I need to catch up on and stuff. So I definitely be working and be so busy and things like that. So hopefully within the next week or two, everything will be a little bit more better and I'll be able to do these videos a little bit earlier. Don't forget, y'all, to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share. Also, I have a video coming up tomorrow, regular video. I think it's a haul video. You guys can check that out. And other than that, my next live will be on Monday. I'll try to do it early in the morning, which would be the afternoon. You're on the East Coast. But I'll try to do it a little earlier so people can come and actually watch and we can have a little fun. Otherwise, guys, have a great and blessed weekend, a great and blessed night. And again, happy born day to all of my December babies. And you guys, thank you again for checking me out. Thanks to everybody who came by in the bushes or wherever you may be at. Hey, Elisa, thank you so much for coming in. Like always, I always forget to check my comments. I never be watching this little boy. And thanks to everyone else who watched my live tonight. Again, sorry for any bloopers. I'm kind of tired, like I said before. So excuse all the little slow, not slow, but you can tell I'm kind of tired and everything. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a blessed night. And thank you again for tuning in to Shades 2. And y'all, don't forget about that story about the living forever. Okay? Think about it more in details, and let me know if you want to live forever. Because they're telling you how you can do it. All right. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Let me do this. Like always, let me turn this music up. Peace out, y'all.